Mike Amos, speaking to you from our studios on South Grundy Street, along with Forrest Lee and our good friend Stevie Camp. And, of course, our good friend Mike Amos will be calling in from a great beach. But we're ready to start the football season, and I didn't pick up any of that, did I?
115 days, Mike.
Exactly. Well, is that how long it's been?
No, 115 days. You got 115 more days from a shot for my Christmas present. 115 more days till
That's
Christmas.
exactly right. And just
1st
remember,
of September.
Just remember, Forrest Lee will bake you something for Christmas, and we've started a Forrest Lee goodies shop right here on our show, and of course. Everybody's excited about the big football game this weekend with the Ole Miss Rebels and the Troy Trojans. And I watched them practice a little bit. They're fired up. I can tell they're fired up. And, of course, they'll be traveling out of here on Friday with their journey. I think the team will be staying in Memphis and will drive down for the game on Saturday. But a lot of fans have already said they're going to be there. And we've got a 1 o'clock tailgate from the Grove, the famous Grove, at the.
Are those magnolia trees? What kind of trees?
I would think they would be. No, I would say they'd be oaks, wouldn't we?
I don't know.
Yeah, I've been there before, but I would think it would be.
I've never been there.
What do they call them? I got them in my yard. Galore. What kind of tree is that?
Pine? Would be
no,
pine.
No, not a pine.
Crepe myrtles?
Not the crepe myrtles.
Palm?
The tree, the popular tree. They got them over at Troy everywhere. Oak trees, the oak. And Steve just told us what it was called, but it's going to be a great atmosphere. Let's say that, and. We're going to have a big crowd of people, and just look for the Troy University tailgate in the Grove. There'll be signs up saying Troy tailgate in the Grove. And I even have a map here, and they're giving out a map where it shows the map. It shows where we'll be on our tailgate. And then it'll show you where our walkway is to the stadium. So
okay, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it really is. And in fact,
it says oak, elm, and magnolia trees surrounding the area.
That's
oak,
right.
Elm and magnolia trees. Speaking of elm, how many elm trees do we have on Elm Street? I don't think there's any more left.
Well, I would think there's a few of them, not many, but.
Somebody go scout it out for us.
The atmosphere at Vaught Hemingway Stadium will be next to none in college football, and like I said, we've got a big group of people representing Troy going to be at the tailgate area. The tailgate area, I was told, could handle up to 300 people, and I know for a fact there's going to be more than 300 people there rooting for the Trojans. So it's going to be fun. And we appreciate all the hard work with Faith Ward and her staff has put together to make it a fun time at Vaught Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi, when the Trojans of Troy go up against the Ole Miss Rebels. And I'll tell you this: I've said it the whole time. I'm not calling a victory, but I'm calling a very tight game, and. Hey, it might go either way. If Troy got an opportunity and going into the fourth quarter, they got a chance to win.
Maybe so. But locally today in football, Charles Simpson Middle School will travel to D.A. Smith. They are a feeder school to Carroll High School. That kickoff is at 5:30. So the Trojans of Charles Simpson Middle School will travel to D.A. Smith. And in volleyball today, Pike County will be at Strawn, I believe, or will host Strawn in volleyball. Pike Arts will play at Goshen, and Charles Henderson will play at Zion Chapel today in volleyball.
You're on Today in L.A. How you doing? Good morning.
Hi, morning.
Where you calling from, please?
Leaving Drayton Beach, heading to Fort Walton.
Fort Walton Beach. You got business over there or what?
Well, my wife's car is acting up again. So I'm trying to go figure out what's wrong with it again for the second time in 2 weeks. So,
all right. Well, I hate that. But now you're going to play the game with us, of course. Have you got it?
I'll just be on the phone. I won't be on Zoom.
All right, okay. But we're looking forward to it. Mike Amos calling in from Great Beach, Florida. Is it going to be pretty down there this weekend?
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be kind of rainy. I mean, it's like 50%, 60%. Kind of the same way it's going to be in, hey, supposed to be 50% chance rain from Mississippi and 60% Tuscaloosa. So,
You mean
rain and heat, I guess.
is that going to be is that a game time forecast or what?
I hadn't looked at the game time. I just looked at like the weather throughout the day.
Yeah. I got my Tennessee ball outfit on today wearing orange, and of course Charles Henderson orange, and of course Charles Henderson's got a huge game tomorrow night in the stadium against the Greenville Tigers. Boy, I tell you, the schedule is gruesome. It really is.
That's right. Then you got to play Carroll Ozark next week.
Oh yeah.
Now that would be a good game. That's kind of hard to pick for me because they got, Charles Henderson is on the way up. They're going to have a great year this year. Greenville's on the way up with a new coach. It's going to be interesting to see how all that plays out. And that's Patrick Browning. When he was at Parks Crossing, at Pike Road, he was 42-7. He was 42-7.
He won the state championship last year at Pike Road.
Yeah, 42-7, his record over there. And Greenville defeated Park Crossing 25-19 in their first game. And of course, it's going to be the battle of the unbeaten. It's kind of the rivalry's back, so to speak.
Is my catch, is this up to date or this last year's?
That should be, that's up to date.
Okay,
Yeah, that's
and
up
of
to
course, you need to get you a catch. Drop by the Messenger today on the square in downtown Troy and pick up a copy of the catch. They publish it every every season. They'll have a season representing all the football teams, and then the basketball teams later on, and the baseball teams. It's really a great thing they do.
Mm-hmm. And Luverne, the largest peanut bowl, the Crenshaw County Shrine Club started selling their peanuts yesterday. Yeah. They have about 34 tons, I believe. Yeah. They've not gone up on prices. A big bag, large bag's $10.
Oh, yeah.
A small bag is $5.
And the best bowl of peanuts in the country.
In America. And I had some information. Yeah. They got their peanuts from a place in Florida. I believe it's called Holland Farms. I've got that right.
And they're sort of medium. They're not too big and they're not too small. Isn't that right?
That's right. They're from Holland Farms in Milton, Florida. It's the Crenshaw County Alcazar Shrine Club that sells them every year, and I believe they've been doing it for about 31 years. But it's as you leave Luverne on 331. You would say if you were going to take a left going to Greenville, just keep going across the Pachalaga River Bridge, and that event is right there on the right on 331 North, about a mile from the bridge.
And ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go back a few years, not too long, with my good friend Dr. Billy Bell. If I knew anybody that pushed this peanut ball any more than him, I wanted to hear somebody stand up and say hello this morning, because Billy Bell loved this event every year. Dr. Bell, and then he, what is it, the Lions Club, or what group did that?
It's the Alcazar Shrine Club.
Yeah, the Shrine Club. I got you.
It's the Crenshaw County Shrine Club. The first batch came off about 9 o'clock yesterday morning. They're ready. $10 for a large bag, $5 for a small bag, and
I'll tell you what, I'm full peanuts. I got there about 3 or 4 bags.
You could freeze them things too.
Yeah,
buy them and just freeze them.
Yes.
And then when you get them out,
there's not a bowl peanut stand that is open down here that's I don't want to pick some up.
Troy softball released their fall schedule, And some of the teams that they're playing is Wallace Community College. It says Marion Military Institute, Northwest Florida State, Southern Union, Gulf Coast State College, Tallahassee Community College, Enterprise State Community College, Pearl River Community College. So
that's preseason. That will be going on. When's the first game?
September the 25th.
25th. And of course, if you want to see the new coach and his softball team at Troy, he comes with high expertise in softball and a great new coach.
And the way I see it, they're playing a doubleheader, like their first games are on the 25th day of September. They'll play Wallace State Community College at 11:30, and then at 2:30 they're playing Marion Military Institute at 2:30. And then on the 2nd of October, the 9th of October, and the 23rd of October, they're all playing games, at home, and it could coincide with the Troy State football games.
Well, and it's going to work out good, I think, and I know that everybody's getting excited about football season, and of course already we're already have taken off with high school football, and Charles Henderson winners of the first two games, and now are getting ready for a huge test when Greenville comes to town tomorrow night.
The Greenville Tigers. Gene Allen, is originally from the Greenville area,
right.
and Claude Giddens from Forest Home. But
is he from Forest Home?
Yeah, he's from Claude's from Forest Home.
Well, my buddy was from Forest Home. The great Trojan of all time over in that area. Jimmy Gardner.
Jimmy Gardner looked like Kenny Rogers. I've been around Jimmy a little bit.
He was a great Trojan fan.
State Farm agent over there. And, but Rodney Bush, I met him when Gene and Claude played for WJ Propane in softball. Big Rollo and Big Rock Island. He's a big Greenville fan.
But
but was Coach Allen the coach when they had Evel Powell and all those great players?
I think he might have been. I think he might have been the defensive coordinator at the time. But
one of those years
they won a state championship when he was the defensive coordinator. And then later he was named head coach and won another state championship at Greenville. But I would say Gene's more of a defensive guru than offense, but he's good at all of it.
Did they ever move that stadium? Because the stadium's not where the campus is.
No,
they still use the old Tiger Stadium, probably one of the oldest stadiums around.
And I think they've revamped it somewhat. But that's where it is. That's the same old stadium right there. Right there at the middle school.
That's an indoor practice facility as well.
Yeah.
Wow.
They do it at the new school,
Well, that's good that they practice at the new school rather than load the bus up and have to go over there all the time.
Yeah, that's right. But, of course, we'll be, bringing you our scoreboard show in just a few moments. Of course, it's brought to you by Premier Dodge Chrysler Jeep and Ram trucks on the bypass. And Jason, I hope you're doing fine. And of course, I tell you, he's got the best enthusiasm that you can find in the car business. He's dealing the best deals ever on these Dodge Chrysler and Jeep trucks and Ram trucks. And boy, the Ram truck is probably the most popular truck on the road today. And he's got huge sales going on their used cars and trucks and their brand new cars and trucks at right here in Troy, Alabama at Premier Dodge Chrysler Jeep.
Well, an exciting thing in professional baseball, Alabama's Mr. Baseball in 2019 from Morgan Academy, his name is Gunnar Henderson. He was called up to play third base for the Baltimore Orioles yesterday.
To the major league.
And he hit a major league home run in his second at bat.
And the last high school game he played was against Pike Liberal Arts in the state playoffs.
Gunnar Henderson from the Baltimore Orioles hit his major league first home run in it says he fouled out deep to left in his first at bat. Then his second trip to the plate, he hit a home run about 350 feet.
Isn't that unreal? Mike, what do you think about that?
Yep, I read that. Somebody was posting that on Facebook last night, so I saw that.
Yeah, he was drafted in the second round of the 2019 draft, and Baltimore called him up from the AAA Norfolk Tides.
You know, I wonder who is the amateur player of the year in baseball in the state of Alabama.
Drew Nelson won the Gatorade Player of the Year.
He for the whole state of Alabama. Is that right?
Yeah.
That is quite an honor for Drew, and he'd won several honors. But you hear that he was the Gatorade Player of the Year in the high school ranks.
I saw him Friday night at the Pike Liberal Arts football game, and I just popped him on the shoulder. It's like hitting a brick wall.
Yeah, I know, that's right. Hey,
tapped him.
I bet he's gained a bunch of weight. I would think.
I don't think he's gained much, but he's solid as a.
But you know they've got a big time weight program at Auburn, I'm sure.
Right.
And but you know, and I tell you what, in baseball, if you can be Player of the Year, that's a lot. That's going up against a lot of people playing baseball in Troy.
Michael, I also saw where the College Football Playoff Management Committee will be voting this Friday, and that the vote has to be unanimous to go to a 12-game or 12-team playoff, and it may start as early as 2024. And our very own Dr. Jack Hawkins is on that committee of about 12 or 13 people that's on the College Football Playoff Board of Managers.
Oh, boy, that's something.
Says Eric Barrett.
That's good for Alabama if they go to 12, starting in 2024. I mean, Alabama's only missed it, 1 year already?
Right. And what would happen, Michael, I'm assuming the top 4 teams would get a bye while the other 8 play it off. And then when those other 8 play, in other words, number 5 would play number 12. Then after those 4 games, there will be 4 winners that will play the 4 teams that sat out. Then they would match those 4 up. So, in other words, if you're the top 4, you got to win 3 games to win it all in the playoffs. If you're an outsider from number 5 to number 12, you have to win 4 games to win the national championship.
Well, that's going to really prolong football, and I like it. You know, with those extra games.
Some of those games at the home site of probably the higher seed, too.
Right. Coach Mike, I changed my mind at the last moment, and I am going to Oxford, Mississippi to see Troy and Ole Miss, and I'll be at the Grove probably as early as 10 o'clock in Saturday morning.
Well, you just need to have a lot of cash in your pocket to pay people with golf carts to drive you around.
Oh yeah, that makes sense, doesn't it?
Well, be ready for a card at the football game if you're going to buy concessions.
Yeah.
Because I know the University of Alabama, they're going to have 2 locations. If you have cash, you can take a $20 bill, and they're going to give you a card that you can buy concessions with. All concessions will be paperless at the University of Alabama.
So you got to have paper cups to put everything in too, what I've heard. And so be prepared. And of course, regular cash is not going to do you any good. You got to have a card. Is that right?
Well, if you go in, say, with $40 cash, there's 2 stations, the way I read at the University of Alabama at Bryant-Denny Stadium. You could take your $40 to a station. They will give you a card.
Yeah.
And that card can only be used at Bryant-Denny Stadium.
And if you don't use it all up, you lose it, don't you?
You save it, I guess, for the next game.
You can.
But then you can go to a concession stand with that card, and they'll swap 2 drinks, 2 hot dogs, whatever. And but you can take cash, but you got to go to a station that exchanges your money.
And I tell you what,
you imagine little kids having to go and get popcorn and candy and drinks, and they're having to borrow their parents' credit cards and debit cards to get concessions. Crazy world.
And how about this? Standing in line. How long would you stand in line to get it?
These machines are going to act up. Machines aren't going to work all the time. It'll be a nightmare.
Well, it's even at Pike Liberal Arts, even at Troy State, those concessions.
I'll bring my own beverages in with me.
Yeah. Will you be able to do that?
Well, I got ways, man. I can hot stuff.
Could you bring a cooler in there with you?
No, I'm not talking about a cooler.
You know, I'm talking about for cold, for soft drinks.
I don't know. You know, they used to have a rule during the hot games, Tuscaloosa, where you could bring bottled water with you in your clear plastic bag.
Yeah.
You know, I do think you can bring a clear bottle.
Yeah.
And there would be areas where you could fill it up with their cold water.
Yeah.
I did see that because of the heat.
Yeah.
You know, to prevent, you know, there's cooling stations you can go to get under misting rain or shade.
Yeah.
But you can bring your own empty, clear cup and go to a station and fill it up with cold water.
Well, I tell you, the only problem I got is, you know, like you said, standing in line to get that refilled.
But,
oh, God.
you know, Michael, another article I read this morning on Alabama.com, Auburn for 2023 has 8 commits, only 8, and they're ranked number 59th in the country.
Wow.
You know, if they start winning some games, then, you know, I want them to thrive. Although I'm an Alabama fan, but, you know.
Let me say this. That home schedule that Auburn's got is the best move they could have ever made with this team. You know, it's play all those games at home.
Well, each college team, don't they play about 7 or 8 at home now, the big boys?
Yeah, exactly.
They play 7 or 8.
All right, let's get going, Mike. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back and I will let you know who will win in college football this weekend. And, of course, your favorite high school will be back to let you know who's going to win.
In the market for a new or pre-owned vehicle? We've got what you're looking for.
So come see us at Bill Jackson Chevrolet Buick GMC in Troy, and you too can experience the Jackson satisfaction.
Bill Jackson Chevrolet Buick GMC.
Troy Cable Security Wi-Fi doorbell camera allows you to answer the door from your smartphone when you are at home, at work, or on the go. When a visitor presses the button, Troy Cable Security sends a live video feed to your smartphone, so you can see, hear, and speak to the person at your door. With the doorbell camera, you can have your porch light turn on automatically when it detects motion at night to create the appearance that someone is at home. You can view video clips so you can always know who stopped by when you are out. Troy Cable Security. You love them, protect them.
A personal touch, a high level of trust. Whether it's checking and savings accounts, personal or business loans, or our local friendly service. That's what Troy Bank and Trust customers expect. But now we offer more. Free identity theft protection for our new and existing customers, protecting your family's time, money, and good name from identity theft. Because protecting your identity is now a big part of our identity.
These teenage years can be tricky to navigate, especially when it comes to teaching my son about managing money. I'm thankful for helpful tools like Sidekick from Max. With Sidekick, requesting and rewarding money is easy. He can earn it by completing chores, making honor roll, or simply making a request from his own app. I love that I can easily monitor his purchases and set limits to help him learn to make smart choices with his spending, even on video games. Sidekick. Find it in your Max app.
Our wide selection of pre-owned vehicles looks so good, you'll think they're new.
So take the short drive to Bill Jackson Ford in Troy, where you too can experience the Jackson satisfaction.
Bill Jackson Ford, Troy, Alabama. In the market for a new or pre-owned vehicle? We've got what you're looking for.
So come see us at Bill Jackson Chevrolet Buick GMC in Troy, and you too can experience the Jackson satisfaction.
Bill Jackson Chevrolet Buick GMC.
Troy Cable Security Wi-Fi doorbell camera allows you to...
We're back, Mike.
Back to our show, brought to you by our good friends at Troy Bank and Trust Company. Remember, Troy Bank and Trust Company is the only bank you'll ever need, and also our good friends at PS Fall Furniture and Enterprise. Like I say, if you don't plan to buy anything, you don't need to go there because, hey, the deals in that store are you won't find them anywhere else, and the quality of items you'll find at P.S. Falk is next to none in the furniture business, and we appreciate them very much being a part of our show. Okay, we're going to get started, Forrest Lee, and we're going to go to you first in the high school ranks. We've got a big game between Goshen and Highland Home. This is going to be a good one. Goshen started the season undefeated. Can they beat Highland Home?
I think they can, but a lot of things have to go their way. That is going to be a tough game to pick. I would love for Goshen to win, but, Highland Home, they're ranked number 2 this week in 2A football after beating Ayrton. I'm going to give the edge, unfortunately, to Highland Home, so I'm going to pick them, but I would love to see Goshen win it.
Okay.
Playing in Highland Home.
Is Goshen back 2A or are they 3A?
They're back to 2A. They are back to 2A. And I think the key thing this year, they have about 9 or 10 seniors as opposed to about 3 last year. And they've got, a couple of good running backs. They have a sound quarterback.
They got
they can sneak in on Highland Home, I feel like.
They've got a running back that gained over 200 yards last weekend, but I still say I'm going to have to go with the Highland Home Flying Squadron. And Steve Camp went with Highland Home. So, Michael, who do you like?
I'll go with Highland Home.
Okay. The next game we've got is Greenville and Charles Henderson High School, and this should be a good one. Charles Henderson, very impressive in their first 2 outings. They beat 7A Mary Montgomery, and their 120-player roster beat them this past weekend. They've got some great players, but can they beat Greenville? I don't know. I'm going to say yes. I'm going to take Charles Henderson.
I will too.
All right, Steve Camp says he will take the Greenville Tigers. So Steve goes up against us about taking the Greenville Tigers.
Yeah, I think Greenville went to maybe the 3rd round of the playoffs last year. I don't know if Charles Henderson's at Greenville's level yet. I'm gonna go with Steve Camp. I'm gonna take the Greenville Tigers.
And of course, all right. So everybody,
Greenville athlete should match up well with Charles Henderson.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Now the next one is Pike Liberal Arts travels to Chipley, Florida. The Patriots got a tough one here. One of the top teams in Florida at Chipley High School.
Yeah, but I think they're a 1A school. They're not a huge school.
Yeah, they're 1A.
Yeah. Boy, that is small. But I'll take Chipley. I'm going to take Chipley to win the game. Who do you like, Forrest?
I'm going to pick Chip.
All right.
Who did Michael?
Michael, who do you like?
Steve pick?
If this game was at Pine Liberal Arts, I'd probably take Pine Liberal Arts. But since they got to travel on the road, go down there, I'm going to take Chipley.
Yeah.
Who did Steve get?
Steve had Greenville.
No, Chipley.
Chipley. He had
okay.
I want to say that's who he had. Yeah, he had Chipley. Okay, let's take a look at Ashford at Pike County. The Bulldogs trying to win their first game. They lost a heartbreaker last week. I'll take Pike County to win that game. So, Pards, who do you like?
I got Pike County.
Mike, who do you like?
I'll take Pike County. Ashford hasn't been good in a long time.
Yeah, and I think you're going to see this Pike County team at the end of the year be in the playoffs and maybe win a couple of games in the playoffs. I think they're going to be that good. Steve Camp liked Pike County, so everybody took Pike County here. All right, here's a big one played at Central High School of Phoenix City. The Enterprise Wildcats traveled to Central Enterprise has got a good team, but hey, Central is always one of the top teams in the 7A rankings. I'll take Central. Who'd you like?
Central's ranked number 1 now in 7A. I'm going to pick Central Phoenix City to defeat Enterprise.
Okay, Mike, who do you like?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like this is a pretty easy one with Central. I feel like, Coach Blackman's going to build a program at Enterprise. Man, Central's just got so much talent.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you this right now. Steve Kemp likes Enterprise. So Steve Kemp, who won this thing last year, takes Enterprise. And they are playing at Central. Should be a good game. All right, the next game is our high school picks are Dothan at Auburn High School. Dothan coming off a couple of wins, looking pretty good, but Auburn is one of the top teams in the state. In fact, they're ranked number 2 in the state. I'll take I'll take
Auburn, you said?
Yeah, I'll take Auburn. Okay.
What about you, Mike? I got Auburn over Dothan.
Yeah, I'll take Auburn.
And then a few more. Let's see, Steve. He likes. He
likes Auburn.
He likes Auburn.
Yeah.
That was one of those write-ins. Goes in. Luke. Want to mention now. Lakeside against Crenshaw Christian. Lakeside of Eufaula, Crenshaw Christian's out of Luverne. I'm going to take Crenshaw.
I'm picking the SGA president of the elementary school, Loxley Langford, and the Crenshaw Christian Cougars.
All right.
Go Cougars.
Mike, who do you like?
Crenshaw. I mean, when's the last time Lakeside's been good in football? It's been years, hasn't it?
That's right. They were 1A, though. Crenshaw, Steve takes Crenshaw. All right. Our last high school game to pick this week is Luverne at versus Barber County. Where's that game played?
At Barber County.
At Barber County. So they're going to have to carry the boiled peanuts with them because it's going to be a long night for Barber County. I'll take Luverne.
I'm going to take the Tigers to win their first game. Luverne.
All right, now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get Steve took. I'll take Luverne. Who was Ozark playing this week?
Carroll High of Ozark doesn't say, but we left it out this week. Okay, Steve took Lakeside, so and Luverne, so that's it for high school picks this week.
Steve didn't take Lakeside. Oh, trust me, he didn't take those.
What I said Crenshaw, didn't I?
No.
I said Lakeside?
Yeah.
Oh, boy. He took Crenshaw.
Carroll plays Rehoboth. At Rehoboth.
That's going to be a pretty good game. You want to write that in?
Yeah, we can write that in.
Let's write that in. At Rehoboth.
The great Pete Harris thing.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's right.
So Carroll against Rehoboth. I'm going to take Rehoboth. Who y'all taking?
I'll take Carroll.
I'm going to take Carroll.
They're playing at Rehoboth. So and I'm going to take Rehoboth. Okay, Steve Camp, who do you like, Steve? Carroll, all right, Carroll.
3 Carrolls, 1 Rehoboth.
And I was the only one that took Rehoboth. Pate, you gotta win that one for me now. Okay, here's the college picks for the week. Big game played in Pittsburgh as Pittsburgh plays host to West Virginia. Mike, who do you like here?
Well, I mean, Dale Brown's definitely on the hot seat. Yeah, I mean, he's been to 2 bowl games, but one year he went 6-4. First year he went 7. Last year he went 6-7. Went to a bowl game and got beat. New quarterback J.T. Daniels, new offensive coordinator Graham Harrell, UC USC. Pittsburgh lost their quarterback Kenny Pickett to the pros in Pittsburgh, and then their great receiver Addison transferred to USC. Their new quarterback
get him, Mike? Where did they get Slovis?
From USC, Southern Cal.
Yeah, you mean he was a starting quarterback? I thought Dart was a.
He was the quarterback until Dart beat him out, but he was the starting quarterback at USC for 1 year.
Okay.
But anyway, big game for Neil Brown at Pittsburgh tonight. They're 8-point underdog West Virginia. I like West Virginia to cover, but lose Pittsburgh tonight.
I'll take Pittsburgh myself.
I'm gonna take Pittsburgh, and Stevie Camp took the Pittsburgh. So, gosh.
I like West Virginia though to play them a really close game. I would not be shocked at all if they pulled up.
Yeah. Well, they're playing at Pittsburgh, and Pittsburgh had the top defense in the country last year. So it should be a low-scoring game. All right, now.
You got Jordan Lefty as the defense coordinator at West Virginia, and then you got all the rest of the coaches, Matt Moore, offensive line coach, Sean Ray, quarterback coach. You got all these former Troy coaches still on that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Sean Reagan is their quarterback coach.
Pulling Steve Camp's hometown, Fort Walton Beach, Florida.
Hey, hello, Fort Walton Beach. All right, here we go. Penn State at Purdue. This should be a good one. Purdue is sort of on a run, but I can't see them beating Penn State. I'm going to take Penn State.
Yeah, that's a low line. The line's only 3.5. Penn State has Clifford back at quarterback. He's been there for like 7 years, Sean Clifford. Penn State was definitely mediocre last year. I would imagine Franklin will have them turned around this year and they'll win at Purdue. But Jeff Braun's a good coach at Purdue. It's going to be a cupcake game, basically. Best game of the night by far.
And they'll probably be all black, knowing Purdue. They'll come out in all black. All right, Steve took.
They'll probably honor Lenny Dawson tonight too.
Steve took Penn State, so everybody took Penn State.
That's what I got. The Lions.
All right, the next game features Illinois playing at Indiana, and I had a hard time with this one. I like Bielema, the coach at Illinois. He's a hard-nosed football coach. I'm going to say they find a way to win Illinois.
That's on a Friday night?
Yes, played on Friday. Then the first two games we mentioned are played tonight.
Yes, sir.
On ESPN.
Yeah, I watched Illinois. They look pretty good. Of course, they were not playing a great team, but in Wyoming. But I'll take Illinois to beat Indiana too. I'll decide they played a game.
All right, Steve Camp likes Illinois. So, Forrest, who do you like?
Not so fast, my friend.
You going to take Indiana?
I'm going to take Indiana.
The Hoosiers playing
I'm
at
going to
home.
take Indiana.
And that game will be played on Friday night.
Gas at Fort Walton Beach is $3.20. How cheap is it, Troy?
Oh, gosh.
It's
Not
about
that cheap.
Still about $3.50, I believe.
Yeah. Okay, the next game features North Carolina at Appalachian State. A lot of people have got upsets written all over this thing, but let me tell you this. The baby blue will prevail. I'll take North Carolina. All right, Forrest?
Not so fast, my friend. I'm going to pick App State. Just.
All right, yeah, they're playing at App State, so that should be quite a game.
Yeah, this is my upset of the week. Well, it's not even an upset anymore. Appalachian State's a slight favorite. But I like App State to beat North Carolina. I watched them in the North Carolina game against Florida A&M, and Florida A&M was about 28 players and still put up 24 points against North Carolina. North Carolina's defense, led by the great Gene Chizik, looks like they got a ways to go. You got to remember this name, Cameron Peoples, the kid up Ashford, Alabama, played at Central Clay, is the star rookie about Appalachian State. And I think with the Vice kid, that we've talked about numerous times.
Yeah, kid to the creases in Troy.
Yeah, Vice.
Billy Bryant. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's see who Steve Camp liked. He liked Appalachian State, so I'm the only one who liked North Carolina. I just like the color of the jerseys.
A 5-5 team. You know, that's not many times you have that many people pick it up. So.
Yeah. Okay. Real quickly, Oregon at Georgia. And people are thinking Bo Nix can pull it out, but no way. Georgia in a big way. Georgia in a big way.
Yeah, they may fly down the Ducks, but they'll have to have other means to get back home because they're going to get rattled.
And then, of course, Bo Nix, former Auburn quarterback, Bo Nix, the former Auburn quarterback, is now the quarterback at Oregon.
Yeah, Bo Nix will be running for his life in this game.
Okay, I'm going to take Georgia.
He's going to wish he had even Auburn's offensive line, probably, because I can't imagine Oregon's offensive line was better than Auburn.
Steve Camp's pick is Georgia. Everybody took Georgia.
Georgia. Oh,
all right. Cincinnati at Arkansas. This is going to be a tough one here. A tough one for me to pick, but I can't see Cincinnati coming in to Fayetteville and beating the Arkansas Razorbacks. Suey Pig. All right.
Yeah.
Cincinnati
had like 9 because of the draft last year. I don't think people realize how much talent was on that team. I'm going to take Arkansas to win at home.
Razorbacks.
The Razorbacks.
I'll pick the Razorbacks.
All right, and Steve Camp picked Arkansas. Suey Pig again. Okay, this is a big one, and this is the one I like the best. Utah at Florida. They're going to fly into Gainesville all the way from Provo. Well, they're not. Are they in Provo or are they in
they're in Salt Lake?
They're in Salt Lake, all the way from Salt Lake City. And I'm going to take the Florida Gators in an upset. It's Parsley.
Not so fast. I'm going to pick Utah.
All right. They're supposed to be one of Utah's best teams.
Utah.
But these are the Florida Gators they're going up against. The Florida Gators.
Utah.
All right, Mike, who do you like?
I think this game will probably come down in the fourth quarter, but the Utah team I watched last year against Ohio State is pretty good. I'll take Utah in a close one.
Well, let me tell you this. Steve Camp took the Florida Gators.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody's writing down my picks today.
I am. I got them.
Yeah,
I got them.
We got it.
I got you.
And the next one is the Utah State against Alabama. They're playing in Tuscaloosa. Their line is 41 points. Who do you like? Not against the line, but against the line, who do you like?
I think Alabama could easily get up like 66-0, but then you got to deal with the fact that he's going to put in third or fourth strings. But I mean, he's on a team that won 12 games last year. So I mean, I don't think Alabama will get up 66-0. I think Utah State will score. It's just depending on how long Alabama keeps the starters in. So I can see a final score 56-13, something like that.
Yeah, I could do.
So barely cover, but I wouldn't be shocked if Utah State won the money.
Of course, everybody takes Alabama to win the.
Going to the coach ship, so I'll call you guys right back when I get done.
Okay, and of course, Steve Camp took Alabama. Everybody takes Alabama, and the Crimson Tide. We're going to take a short break, but we're going to hear from this elephant first. Well, we thought we would. Well, and the Crimson Tide of Alabama plays host to the Utah State. I don't know the nickname, but they're going to get beat, and beat pretty badly in Tuscaloosa on Saturday. But you got to play somebody to open the season, and this is probably a good match for Alabama early in the year against Utah. We'll be back. Back to our show brought to you by A1 Services and also Big Al from Tuscaloosa. We'll be back. But we're right now we're going to stay with it right here. Brought to you by Raymond.
Raymond's I need a haircut today. I may go see her. But I've got the high school latest polls for this week. That have been updated as of yesterday. In 7A football, Central Phoenix City is ranked number 1. Enterprise, with their loss last week, fell to number 9. In 6A, Clay Chalkville is number 1. We do not have any teams in 6A in this area. In 5A, UMS Wright out of Mobile is ranked number 1. Eufaula is number 10. Charles Henderson's opponent this Friday night, Greenville's ranked number 12. And Headland is ranked number 14 in 5A.
Headland's got a good team.
In 4A, Montgomery Catholic out of Montgomery is number 1. Andalusia is ranked number 3 in 4A, and Montgomery Academy is ranked number 10.
Andalusia is loaded. They
got a super running back.
Yeah, they sure do. The 5-star. They call him a 5-star running back.
In 3A, Piedmont is ranked number 1, and Opp in Covington County, where you can find some rattlesnakes, they're number 5.
That's Mike Dubo's team, and he's got them playing well.
In 2A, Fife is number 1. Coming in at number 2, the Squadron of Highland Home.
They're right behind Fife. And that was and go ahead.
GW Long is number 3, and just right down the road, Ayrton is ranked number 5 in 2A. In 1A, the Dogs of Brantley are ranked number 1, and the Tigers of Elba are ranked number 4.
That's going to be a great game when Elba and
they're in the same region, same area.
Go head to head. So that's going to be. Here comes go ahead.
Welcome to Today in LA with Mike Amos.
Hey, I'm back.
All right, Mike Amos is back with us, and we're fixing to get into the second half of our college scores, brought to you by this guy right here. War Eagle! War Eagle! The Auburn Tigers are getting ready to battle the Mercer Bears. Anywhere you see a Mercer Bear, anywhere, hey, Auburn's gonna wipe you out, my friend. Big way, Auburn over the Mercer Bears this Saturday from Jordan-Hare Stadium in Auburn, Alabama.
Well, in Mobile, in Saraland, there's sightings of bears in people's yards. There was a bear that somebody posted on Facebook that was trying to get to a bird feeder.
Yeah, and Mike...
Sports, I'll have to send Steve a video. I can't send it today, but you would not believe. 2 miles down from my house, there was a 250-pound bear on a Ring camera right outside of Graydon Beach. And Graydon Beach, they catch bear on cameras all the time, getting in traffic. There's tons of black bears down that way.
Yeah. Well, they say, according to Game and Fish people here in Alabama, bears are in every county at some time.
Well, you had a crossing farm, Mike. I mean, you're not but a block and a half from the state park. Isn't that right?
Well, yeah, that's where the bears come out of, the state park. I'm not even a block and a half. I'm like about 100 yards, probably.
Yeah.
What? They would have. That's the reason they got to find something to eat.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, it's just like my mom always said. My granddad, Mr. Crow, had a place on the Kennesaw River.
Yeah.
And back in the day, they used to hunt black bear all the time.
Yeah, they used to see them down in the swamp, though. This was way that was way in the middle of the swamp, though. Let's get started on this, Mike. Of course, Auburn goes up against Mercer. Could Mercer beat Alabaster?
Yeah, they can't. They're in the southern part.
I know it, but I've been joking that all week about Mercer going up against what's the name of that school?
Alabaster Thompson High School.
Thompson High School. Do you think they could beat Central High of Phoenix City?
I mean, I would imagine their starting lineup could probably beat any 7A high school.
I'm just being
now Division 2, Thompson or somebody might could beat a Division 2 team.
Yeah. But I'm being facetious, and I apologize to you folks from.
I mean, Mercer played Alabama a couple years ago and didn't get just destroyed.
Yeah.
They played them pretty tough for a little while.
All right, here we go. Louisville at Syracuse. This is going to be a good one. And Louisville with the speedy running backs against Syracuse. Who do you like?
Scott Satterfield was great at Appalachian State and has been mediocre at Louisville, kind of similar to what Neil Brown has done. Satterfield in Louisville, I wonder if they still have the quarterback from Montgomery. I wonder if he's still there.
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know if he graduated or not.
Cunningham has been their starter for several years. Syracuse is really down. I'm going to take Louisville.
Well, Bila, I'm taking an upset, Mike. I'm taking, well, actually, I haven't circled it yet. What am I doing here? Let's see.
So you're going to take who, Mike?
I'm going to take Louisville.
Okay.
I mean, Dino Babers, he won 10 games in Syracuse about 2 years ago, but I'll take Louisville.
I'm going to have to take Louisville, too. I haven't circled it yet. I'm going to take Louisville.
Here's the depth chart for Louisville. It says at quarterback, Malik Cunningham, backed up by Brock Doman.
Yeah, Cunningham's still there. He's been starting for 3 years. I'll take Louisville.
Yeah.
Okay. Who do you like, Forrest?
I picked Louisville.
All right, so he takes Louisville.
Sluggers.
All right, everybody, let's see what Steve Camp liked. Louisville, so everybody took Louisville. All right, number 11, Western. No, we scratched that out. It's North Carolina State and East Carolina. Big rivals here, Mike. And now I'm going to do something. I want to pick an upset here, but I won't. I'll take North Carolina State. I think they're going to have a good team. All right, who do you like?
I got North Carolina State, the Wolfpack.
The Wolfpack. Now, they're playing on the road at East Carolina, and there'll be a lot
of people think North Carolina State got the best team they've had in years. They won 9-10 games last year.
They have a real good coach.
A lot of people think they might win the ACC. Dave Dorton is their coach.
And he gained his fame.
Dad and I have actually been to a game at NC State.
Oh, yeah.
Really good fan base. Fun crowd.
But they're playing at East Carolina, and East Carolina,
yeah.
the blue and the gold, pretty good.
I'll take NC State.
Okay.
That's what I got.
All right. Let's see who Steve liked here in that one. Let's see who he took. East Carolina. He took East Carolina in the upset. So Steve Camp is the only one to do it.
That is a big upset pick right there.
Well, he's sitting back there, and he picks him early, and he gets them.
Who was your favorite player ever to play at East Carolina?
Well, Pat Dye was my favorite coach to ever play East Carolina.
Your favorite player's got to be Big Wayne Bolt, wasn't he?
Yeah, that's right. Wayne Bolt played at East Carolina. Yeah, sure did. That's where Pat Dye found him at East Carolina.
Where is Wayne?
A lot of people don't realize
Lives in
East
Auburn.
Carolina Stadium holds 50,000 people.
Yeah, I know it. And a lot of people think that Pat Dye built that program. Okay, everybody except Steve took East Carolina. No, he took North Carolina State. All right, Notre Dame at Ohio State. And this, I don't think will be near as close as some people say. I'll take Ohio State, in
Vegas is telling you something. The line's 17.5.
Yeah.
That's a lot of points. I like Ohio State. I like Ohio State to cover.
I do, too.
They're going to win it big, the Buckeyes.
All right, the Buckeyes, and Forrest says they'll win big. And again,
it's one of those games where J.T. Stroud, everybody says, is the leading candidate to win the Heisman Trophy. He's got higher percentages than Bryce Young out in Vegas.
Everybody,
that's going to be a showcase game for him to put up huge numbers.
Yes, he's got receivers galore.
Yeah.
And has a great class coming in next year, receivers.
Yeah. The quarterback coach is a name very familiar to us, ladies and gentlemen. And You coached him in junior high, didn't you?
No, I didn't have him. I had him in physical education. I had got out of coaching that year. Abby was a little girl, but Corey Dennis rolled in.
Dennis.
I can remember the day I saw him in the office, with his transcripts. I went to Robin's room. I said, Christmas came early for you. He's in the office. You might want to go look at him. It's Corey Dennis.
Well, I tell you what, he could really run too. I remember covering his games on Troy Cable with Dad.
Yeah.
He could run away from people.
Yeah, he has the record, tied for the record at Georgia Tech for most games played for Georgia Tech. He played in, I think, 52 games.
Did he really in that?
Georgia Tech.
Yeah, a lot of it might have been.
He played mostly special teams. He didn't play a whole lot at wide receiver or at a position. I did see him in at quarterback one time on a trick play. It didn't work out.
It didn't work out. I remember that. Okay, let's get going. Everybody took Ohio State. Here's one that he's trying to sneak in on us with this one, Steve. It's Boise State and Oregon State. Played at Oregon State. I'm gonna pick an upset here. I'm gonna take Oregon State. Who do you like?
Oh, me. I'm on.
Where's this game being played?
At Oregon State. Boise State at Oregon State.
Boise State was a huge disappointment last year, and Oregon State played pretty well at home.
Yeah. I'm going to take Oregon.
I'm going to take Oregon State. And Steve Kemp.
I'm gonna go the opposite way. I'm going to go Boise.
All right, Michael's trying to win on an upset here. And then Steve likes Oregon State. So only one I was picked Oregon. Pick Boise.
Boise State had so many close losses last year, so I think they'll be better this year.
Mm-hmm.
The new coach at Southern Miss needs a signature victory, and to this weekend against Liberty Baptist, I'm going to say Southern Mississippi will win the football game. And so now Steve Kemp picked Liberty. Who do you pick?
Liberty Valance. I'll pick Liberty.
All right, he took Liberty. And Mike, who do you pick?
Yeah, I just don't think Southern Miss is there yet. I mean, Liberty's been there and done that. I mean, they lost Malik Willis, but they got the former Baylor starting quarterback for 2 years.
Oh, gosh.
Is their quarterback now. I'm going to take Liberty win at Southern Miss.
Yeah. Okay, and you take Liberty.
Liberty. Mm-hmm.
All right, we're going to take a short break.
What, though, Vegas, to tell you something, though, it's a very low line. The line's only 3.
Yeah, that's right. Southern Miss is well coached, and their program has been strong for a while, and there's no reason to give up on them. I like Southern Miss. We're going to take a short break.
I think they only won 2 games last year.
Yeah, I know, you're right. And we're going to take a short break. We'll be right back with more scores and predictions right after this.
Troy Cable Security Wi-Fi doorbell camera allows you to answer the door from your smartphone when you are at home, at work, or on the go. When a visitor presses the button, Troy Cable Security sends a live video feed to your smartphone so you can see, hear, and speak to the person at your door. With the doorbell camera, you can have your porch light turn on automatically when it detects motion at night to create the appearance that someone is at home. You can view video clips so you can always know who stopped by when you are out. Troy Cable Security. You love them, protect them.
A personal touch, a high level of trust. Whether it's checking and savings accounts, personal or business loans, or our local friendly service. That's what Troy Bank and Trust customers expect. But now we offer more. Free identity theft protection for our new and existing customers, protecting your family's time, money, and good name from identity theft. Because protecting your identity is now a big part of our identity.
These teenage years can be tricky to navigate, especially when it comes to teaching my son about managing money. I'm thankful for helpful tools like Sidekick from Max. With Sidekick, requesting and rewarding money is easy. He can earn it by completing chores, making honor roll, or simply making a request from his own app. I love that I can easily monitor his purchases and set limits to help him learn to make smart choices with his spending, even on video games. Sidekick. Find it in your Max app.
Our wide selection of pre-owned vehicles looks so good, you'll think they're new.
So take the short drive to Bill Jackson Ford in Troy, where you too can experience the Jackson satisfaction.
Bill Jackson Ford, Troy, Alabama.
Well, Mike, ladies and gentlemen, Mike just said something, and I'm gonna repeat it. Back to our show, Mike. What did you say about that interview?
Coach Summerall.
The press
Yeah, I mean,
conference.
I was just saying I saw Coach Summerall's press conference. It was like 20 minutes on TroyTrojans.com, just how impressive he is as a first-time head coach. I mean, it's just as a fan and as a guy that's followed Troy all his life, you just got to be extremely impressed. Now, I mean, he's got to go out and try to win games now. I mean, we're about to find out, you know, if he can win or not. But you got to feel good and confident that he's going to have them ready.
Yeah. Mike, where did you pick that up on?
It's TroyTrojans.com on the website.
All right, so it's on the website.
You can hear all the coaches interviewed. Coach Summerall, Coach Chillwood, defense coordinator, Joe Craddock, offense coordinator. All the coaches have interviewed. Players are interviewed. So,
yeah.
You can catch and see.
That's the difference will be when the games are close. That energy is going to make the difference.
Mike, let me ask you this: would it be hard to pick that up on our radio over here?
No, I mean, I'm not at my computer today, but Steve could pull up a clip off TroyTrojans.com if you wanted to hear the press conference.
Yeah, Steve, could you do that? Like tomorrow, we might want to.
It's TroyTrojans.com. I mean,
TroyTrojans.com.
Yeah, they got interviews of all the players and the coaches.
Yeah, you could pick that up. No, not today, but tomorrow. Tomorrow we could pick them up. I think. We'll work on that tomorrow.
But Summerall, you know, is one of those type guys. I feel like, you know, some guys are just, you know, proven leaders.
Yeah.
And kind of alphas, and I just feel like he was just born to be a head coach. I mean, the way he carries himself.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like Forrest has mentioned it. When you meet him, he's like meeting somebody a little different.
He's like a stick of dynamite. Well, I mean, his presence and the way he carries himself, his posture, his demeanor, how he speaks. Yeah. It's like if he walks in the room, you're just staring at him because he's like got that aura.
Yeah, exactly.
You know he's the head coach. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah. Well, when your fellow players call you the drill sergeant when you played in Kentucky, there's something about that.
Call him the drill sergeant.
And his future is supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
So we on our show tomorrow, we're going to do our best to have that piped into our show, that press conference. That would be good, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I mean it'd be good for everybody to see what the coaches thinks of the team, and you know the big game coming up. He's very complimentary of Lane Kiffin as a play caller.
Yeah, and
I mean, as he should be. I mean, everybody ought to be impressed with Lane Kiffin as a play caller.
Did he ever have to face? He and Kiffin, were they there at the same time? They weren't, were they?
No. When he was there, he was under Matt Luke.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now he did say at least 5 or 6 guys' names that he helped recruit there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Now was it pretty positive? Did it feel like his team can play well?
Yeah, I mean he was positive. I mean he was he said that we're going in to win. We're not going in there just to play well.
Yes, sir. Yeah. That's what I like. And of course,
I mean, it's one of those things where I feel like he's got to be confident in the defense that Troy has.
Yeah.
I mean, defensively, Troy should not get blown out.
Yeah. Our front will be able to stand up to them, hopefully, and our linebackers. But now I don't know much about our secondary, Mike. How about that? They like our secondary.
You got Dell Pettis has been playing for 3 years as a starter. He's back, and then you got Ray Stewart at the corner, Zion Williams at the corner. You got both your corners back.
Well, how about the transfer from Mississippi State? Is he gonna play?
I don't know. They got a kid from NC State, the one that job last year, Palmer. He's one of the starters. And then they got a kid that transferred from Austin Peay a couple of years ago, Colt, is pretty good.
Well, that's good. That's great.
I tell
Okay.
you what, though, when he went over Ole Miss's roster, every other player he talked about was a transfer.
Boy, ain't that something? So
From a big
they might have the best team money can buy. You reckon?
Well, I mean, that's what he said. He said that last year's team went 10-3, but he thinks this year's team, as far as overall players and transfers, they're more talented this year. That's what he said.
But it's exciting, and of course, maybe we can pick that up tomorrow and let our viewers see it. And you go to, for their information, you go to TroyTrojans.com.
Yeah, it's just Troy's official website.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's great.
For all of athletics.
That's great. All right, let's move on. We've got a few more minutes, and I believe we're going to be able to talk about every one of them. Western Kentucky at Hawaii. They take Western Kentucky in a big way.
Let's see what I got.
Yeah, I mean, Western Kentucky, they didn't look great against Austin Peay, but Austin Peay's not a bad 1AA school. And, Hawaii just 51 new players. They just wore down against Vandy. And, yeah, I'd definitely take Western.
All right, everybody, even Steve takes Western Kentucky. Well, you know what? All right, there we go, Western Kentucky all the way. All right, SMU at North Texas. North Texas was impressive in their first game. Who do you like
I had a buddy call me and tell me that North Texas was this big play that, they won, I think, their last 6 straight games to get to a bowl last year. Actually upset University of Texas San Antonio.
Yeah.
That was been there for a long time at North Texas. I'm gonna go SMU though.
That's what I got.
I'm gonna take North Texas at home to win the football game. Do you remember this little chant, Mike? Auburn's gonna win the football game. Auburn's gonna win the football game. You remember that, Mike? Auburn is going to win the football game. What game was that, Mike? I can't remember.
Against Alabama?
Yes, against Alabama. On the what do they call that? Running that kick back for a touchdown?
Kick 6.
Kick 6. We want to just bring that back to your attention, Mike, that the announcer, the last 20 yards said, Auburn's going to win the football game. Auburn's going to win the football game. And then every Auburn fan in the world came down on that field.
We have another caller. Welcome to Today in L.A. with Mike Amos.
Here comes the judge, baby.
Here comes
Hey, tell me about it, man. Who do you like? Who do you like?
All right, get your pen and pencil out.
All right, I got it.
I've got a bunch of them.
All right, go ahead.
Penn State -3.5 against Pitt.
Penn State -3.5. All right.
Against Pitt. Pittsburgh -7. Penn State's playing Purdue.
Yeah, they're playing Purdue.
Yeah. I was looking at the Pitt -7 against West Virginia.
-7, okay.
Utah State +42 against Alabama.
+42.
I think that's my best one of the week.
Yeah, I like that too.
Utah State had a great year last year. They won 11 games, and I can't believe they're getting that many points.
Yeah.
Oregon +17 against Georgia. I'm going to that game, and I think Oregon will keep it close.
+17.
Yeah.
You'll be really.
That one right there scares me. Well, I can see Georgia blowing them out. Well, I think Oregon will play them. I think that'll be a lower scoring game. So that's why
I think so too. And with Bo can scramble and get out of trouble. He makes some plays. You're right.
I like Notre Dame +17.5 against Ohio State.
+17.5.
I don't like that. I don't like that one either. Well, I like Ohio State. It's absolutely destroyed Notre Dame. Well, we'll see. I like East Carolina against NC State. I think that's a trap game for NC State.
And what's that line there?
East Carolina's getting 11.5.
Getting 11.5. That is a pretty good bet. You're right.
Yeah. And here's your blowout. Tennessee minus 35 against Ball State. I think they'll beat them by 50.
Minus 35.
They won't lay down.
That game's tonight.
It's tonight, yeah. All right, good. I'm glad that you showed that game, okay?
Central Michigan is getting 21 to Oklahoma State. I love Central Michigan in that.
Getting 21.
Yeah.
All right.
This is another one I like. Western Michigan getting 20 to Michigan State.
The Western Michigan Broncos.
They're getting how many points?
Look at Will betting on Western Michigan and Central Michigan.
Well, how many points?
Which one of those is McElwain coach?
Central Michigan.
Yeah, I like McElwain.
Yeah.
He's doing good in the smaller schools.
Their nickname's the Chippewa.
Yeah. Well, what is Western? What was the line on Western Michigan?
21. They get 21 to Oklahoma State.
Central Michigan is getting 21, and Western Michigan is getting 21. Yeah. Okay.
Y'all may not like this, but I think Arkansas is going to beat Cincinnati. Arkansas minus 6.5.
Yeah.
Cincinnati.
All right.
I like that.
Minus.
You're not going to like this next one.
Ole Miss.
Ole Miss minus 22 to Troy.
Well, brother, you missed that one, Ole Miss.
We'll see. I think Ole Miss will blow them out.
Dad's going to the game now, so he'll be able to tell you all about it.
Yeah.
I wish you'd have told me. I'm going to Georgia and Oregon.
Yeah. Let's see. We're getting 22 points. Is that right?
22 points.
Oh, me.
Yeah.
I told my wife I'm going to wake up in Birmingham, Alabama Saturday morning. I might just get in the car and drive somewhere. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Hey, Michael, there's an interstate that goes straight to it from Birmingham.
Oh, I know. I've been there.
And Mike, I've got 3 tickets to the game. 3 tickets.
Yeah.
Thanks to and a parking pass. Thanks to a good friend of mine.
Well, the parking pass is probably worth more than a ticket.
Well,
that's definitely a true statement. Yeah. Absolutely.
Well, I will tell you this: Ole Miss, the ticket cost for that game is just $35. $35 for the Ole Miss.
That is unbelievable how cheap that is.
I bet the Ole Miss Alabama game won't be $35.
What is the over under on that game? Do you know Troy's over under?
I don't have. I can't pull it up right now. I think it was like 57 last time I saw it.
57.
It's going to be fairly high.
Yeah. Well, I think Troy's going to try to run the ball if they can run it and keep it away from there.
Forrest, get scoresandodds.com.
57 and a half. Michael, 57 and a half.
57 and a half.
That'll be the latest Vegas.
That's your total points in that game. 57 and a half.
On StubHub, you can get a Troy Ole Miss ticket for $7.
Whoa! Can you really?
What it says here.
But I thought it was going to be a sellout. Max Howard was on our show yesterday. We thought it was a sellout. But let's finish up this now. Let's finish up.
All right, I've got 3 more. But
all right, good.
Upset of the week. Florida getting 3.5 to Utah.
I like Florida.
I think Florida will win that game straight up.
I do too.
Wow, that'd be a huge win for Billy Napier.
Now, how many points they get? How many points they get, Florida?
3.5.
Only 3.5.
I think Kentucky's going to blow out Ohio. I like Kentucky minus 17.5.
Oh, yeah.
Kentucky's got some of their star players suspended for that game, Will.
They're playing.
I still think they're going to kill them.
They're playing Ohio.
Yeah.
And the line is only 17?
Yeah.
That's one of that is a real good play there. All right, go ahead.
And the last one's Monday night. Clemson is giving Georgia Tech 21 points. They'll have that first quarter. I think Clemson will wirework Georgia Tech.
Well, Clemson's supposed to have a great defense. I don't know about anything else.
What about LSU Florida State? You're not going to touch that one?
Well, I would think they're playing in New Orleans. I would think LSU would beat Florida State, but I hear all this Florida State stuff. They've got a good.
Everybody I talk to at the beach says Florida State's still not ready yet for a big game like that.
What is the line on the Clemson game?
21.
All right. And but I tell you that's interesting, and I think you've got some good picks out there.
LSU's a 3-point favorite over Florida State, and that's telling me that they think the game's an even game because LSU's basically playing at home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we got to move on. You can stay with us if you will.
All right, I'll stay with you.
All right, okay. We've got where do we end? We had Memphis and Mississippi State. Memphis and Mississippi State. Who do you like there? Memphis at Mississippi State.
Big revenge game. Mississippi State lost a close game last year at Memphis. A lot of bad calls, a lot of people felt like, but I'll take Mississippi State to win at home. I don't think they'll cover, though.
What is the line?
16.
Golly, I would take the line on that. You're right.
There's a reason the line's that high, Mike.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to take Mississippi State to win the game. How about you? All right, here we go.
I got Mississippi State.
All right, now Troy and Ole Miss, and we're going to go ahead and do this now. Troy, I want you to come up with a score. I've got Ole Miss 28, Troy 24.
That would go under.
That's right.
I got 38-17 Ole
I'm
Miss.
thinking Ole Miss win the game, but Troy to play them tough.
Yeah, 38.
Yeah, I would go under.
Yeah, I've been saying that all week. I mean, or a lot for at least 3 weeks. That Ole Miss is going to be in the 30s. So I'm going to say 31-13 Ole Miss.
All right.
That would be under.
I tell you what, and it would not.
I got Troy though. I got Troy winning the line. I think most people will try to bump it up as high as 23-24.
Yeah. All
I think a lot
right.
of people try to buy points on it.
Steve Camp liked Ole Miss too to win the game. All right, here we go. Florida State at LSU going to be played on Sunday. You remember that game is on Sunday. Florida State and LSU. I say bomb, 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 bomb. You know who that is?
Oh, the time.
Instead of wow, 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 wow. I'll take bomb, 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 bomb. Go ahead.
I'm going to pick LSU.
I'll take LSU too.
Yeah, until Mike Norvell beats a team, nobody thinks he's going to beat. I mean, he has no marquee victory since he's been the coach of Florida State. You can't go with him against LSU. I'll take LSU.
You're right. You're right. And they're playing at Tiger Stadium. Is that game at night?
It's not in Tiger Stadium.
No, it's in New Orleans, Superdome.
Oh, that's right. Okay, it's a neutral field then. Okay.
That's not a neutral field playing in New Orleans.
Well, yeah, you're right. It's played in the Sugar Bowl?
Yeah.
All right. In the Dome, what I would say.
Yeah, when I was a little kid, we went to the Superdome, and before a game, and my dad made me walk all the way to the top of the Superdome. I'll never forget.
That's
I was
right.
a kid. Long walk to the top of the Superdome.
Sure was.
Did he go with you, or did he send you by yourself?
I can't remember. He played well with me.
No, you're telling on me, boy. You're telling on me.
That game's not a sellout. If you want to go down there and watch it, you got plenty of tickets.
Yeah, isn't that amazing? I would have thought that they would sell it out for the coach, the new coach. I thought they would.
Sunday.
And you got the new Caesars Casino down there, too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, plus you don't have to go to work on Monday.
That's right. Don't have to go to work on Monday. Clemson at Georgia Tech. Clemson is
On Monday night.
is a favorite here. I'm gonna have to go with Clemson, but I got a feeling Georgia Tech might play them tough. You said line 21. Okay. All right.
Georgia Tech's going to be looking for a new coach. He's got 3 straight losing seasons. Dabo and Clemson had an off year, but they still won 10 games. So I'll take Clemson.
Okay. Steve Camp took the Clemson Tigers. TCU at Colorado, and Steve Camp had gone out on his own and has taken the Colorado Buffaloes. Can you believe it? Stevie Camp.
Oh, man. TCU's got a new coach. Patterson's not there anymore.
And you know what? They're playing at Colorado. Steve might have a point.
I'll go Colorado as well.
Steve, yeah, I'm gonna take them too. I'm taking Colorado. Those purple helmets don't mean anything.
Most of TCU's great players have transferred. Their two best players went to Ole Miss.
Yeah, the running back and everything's supposed to be good. All right.
Well, I picked TCU.
All right, TCU. I took Colorado, and Steve took Colorado, and Mike, you took Colorado too.
Yeah, I tell you what, it's hard to do a show at a car dealership with all this grass being cut.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
All right, here we go. Rutgers at Boston College. And those are two teams that I don't know anything about. Now, Rutgers had a good year last year, and so did Boston College. But I'm going to take Boston College to win at home. And Steve says the same thing. Who do y'all like?
I got Boston. Please come to Boston.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take Boston College.
All right, here's one that's very interesting for all of us. Army, going up against Coastal Carolina at Coastal Carolina, and that should be a good game, Mike. Who do you like there?
One of the games of the day, actually. I mean, this ought to be a great game. I am super impressed with Coastal quarterback. I mean, I don't know how in the world he didn't get picked up by some big Division I team, Power 5 team. I'll take Coastal to win at home.
Coastal to win at home.
That's who I got.
I feel like if you got time to get ready for the wishbone, that you'll play better. And Grayson McCall is the quarterback I'm talking about.
What's the line here, Mike? Who's the favorite?
Oh, it's very low. It's only 2.
Yeah. Army and 2?
No, Coastal 2.
Yeah, all right, I'm going to take Coastal.
Let me give y'all a little betting advice.
I know that means the Army's realistically the favorite.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Anytime you see a road dog under a field goal, take them.
Yeah.
Because they've got the better team.
Yeah. You're right. And
anytime the line is under 3 and you got a road underdog, take them.
Yeah. I'm taking
it. And you see lines like Arkansas, Cincinnati, 6.5. You're thinking, oh wow, 6.5.
Yeah.
They're baiting. This will be one of the quickest games you ever see because Coastal likes to run the ball, and Army likes to run the ball.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it'll be. I don't know how many possessions you get in the game, but it's got to be this game. It'll be very few.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, everybody knows the key to beating Army is not trailing Army. If you get up, you can beat Army. But if you get down 14-0, it's pretty much over.
That's right. Yeah.
When does Troy?
They play
November the 12th.
Veterans
Day weekend.
Yeah, Veterans Day weekend. You ought to come up to it.
I'm coming. I'm going to bring my son.
We'll do. That'd be great. All right. Forrest, who do you like?
I picked Coastal Carolina.
All right, everybody went with the conference team. Georgia State and South Carolina playing at South Carolina. It's the Gulf.
This could be an upset.
Well,
if you look at the history of Georgia State had Auburn beat last year. Finley makes a miracle throw on 4th down to win the game. Georgia State beat Tennessee at Tennessee 2 years ago to open the season. So watch out, South Carolina. I'll take Georgia State in the points for sure.
What kind of points do we have in that game?
12.
12. Oh man, I would take Georgia State. I'm gonna take Georgia State to win the game. All right, Steve likes South Carolina. Probably a smart move.
South Carolina for me.
All right. Mike, and then you took South Carolina too.
I take South Carolina to win, but I like Georgia State to point.
Yeah. Tulsa and at Wyoming, this was not a real, you know a little bit about Tulsa. What do you think here?
I mean, I've walked on the football stadium in Tulsa before when I visited Tulsa. It's a beautiful campus. Where's this game being played? Wyoming just got blown out.
At Wyoming.
At Wyoming.
Yeah.
I'll take Wyoming at home.
I'll take Tulsa. I'm gonna take Tulsa. Is there a song for
Living on Tulsa Day?
All right, there we go. he's been having a tune for every one of them he's taken. So you gonna take Tulsa?
Yeah, and in my mind, I'm going to Carolina. So I picked Tulsa.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've had a fun day today. I hope y'all have enjoyed it like we have. And of course, if you listen very closely to my picks, that's who you need to take if you want to go home a winner. So I'm just.
All right, well, remember these blue plate special picks by Will Matthews Law Firm. We're going to keep up with these totals throughout the year.
Yeah, Mike, I'm looking for a place to eat over at Highland Home. What, can you help me at all?
Oh, it don't matter.
No, Mike, I'm talking about a restaurant over there in Highland Home when I go to the game. Where can I go?
I think there's a gas station that's got like hot dogs.
Yeah, but there's a restaurant there too. You're not getting smart with me now, Mike, are you?
It don't matter.
It don't matter. Ladies and gentlemen, the It Don't Matter restaurant in downtown Highland Home is the place to eat this weekend.
I think the owner is a former professional wrestler.
Oh, is he?
But I would sneak up over to Luverne.
Well, Will, I'm going to just say this right here, Will. Penn State, Pitt, Utah State, Oregon, Notre Dame, East Carolina, Tennessee, Central Michigan, Western Michigan, Arkansas, Then I read out Florida, Kentucky, Clemson.
You left out Ole Miss.
The Ole Miss plus
And
22. You took Ole Miss.
Yeah.
Will, you're gonna lose out on that one. Troy's gonna play them tough. Troy will play them tough.
I would hope you're right, but I don't see it.
Well, it's gonna be a lot of fun watching it.
Yeah, Will, you'll have to probably leave the Georgia-Oregon game at halftime. It's going to be such a blowout.
Yeah. Will, the Troy team is taking 4 busloads of players to Memphis and then they're going to drive down from Memphis on game day. What do you think about that?
Why wouldn't they fly over there?
No, that's just too close to fly.
Only place they fly to is probably Appalachian State.
And just think now, and I wonder how many people are like this. Some of these kids don't want to fly; they're afraid to fly. And then we're looking forward to the game, and it should be a lot of pageantry. We're going to be in the Grove, and the Grove is world famous. You've been there before, haven't you, Will?
Oh yeah, my daughter went to law school at Ole Miss.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And so it's going to be a good game, and it's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of good games, and it's going to be a lot of fun taking a look at this. And hand in your papers, please. And that one right there has got to have Mike Amos on it.
You put it right there at the bottom.
Yeah.
I've got
Mike. Ticker, Mike Amos.
Yeah.
Me. I'm going to write me.
Yeah, I won last week, but last week was pretty easy to pick. One mini game. It's going to be a lot harder when you have more games.
Yeah.
I don't believe we counted last week.
Yeah, we did. Well, we didn't count it. We're not. You said you were going to wait.
Yeah,
let
right.
that be a warm up. But Mike,
Who's next coach at Auburn?
Yeah, I know it. Did that surprise you?
right now they got 8 recruits for 2023, and they're ranked number 57 or 59th in the country.
Let me tell you this about the guy that left. A friend of mine knew the athletic director pretty well. He said he's one of the classiest guys he knows. He said, he was really a class act at Auburn. But he's going his separate ways. But he was a class act. They said.
Choice in Brian.
What?
Made a bad choice in football.
That's what happened. That's what happened. We hope that you enjoyed our show. We'll see you bright and early in the morning on Friday for Today in LA.
Have a good day.